Hey everybody, Bryce and Andrew here from Open Seas with another brew tutorial. Today we are doing a coffee siphon. We are using an IR infrared burner down here to boil the coffee, but they come with alcohol burners. A lot of people are using little camp stoves where you can control the flame a little bit. We're using this, it's a little cleaner, a little bit more controllable, and we don't end up lighting anything on fire in the shop. But they all work really well. So whatever you have at home, totally acceptable. First, I'm going to talk just a little bit about how this works as we're going. But basically, we have two parts here. We have the bottom part of a globe where we put in almost boiling hot water, and then we turned it on and let it finish boiling down there on the bottom. Up top, we have the top part of the siphon with a mesh screen. That mesh screen has this chain that goes down with a spring that holds it to the bottom, so that's going to give you a certain amount of pressure. And what we're going to do, and then we have this rubber seal here in the middle. So we got it up to boil. For the coffee, we have similar like we do for a pour over. It is a medium fine grind here. This is we are doing a 5-cup brewer, so we're doing 50 grams of coffee for 575 grams of water that we put here on the bottom. A lot of them are 3 cups. We have those ratios up on our site for you. So what we're going to do is once the water's boiling in the bottom, we're going to set that top part upright, make sure the flame's on full blast, and let this rubber part here create a seal. As you do that, it creates pressure in the bottom. That pressure is, because it's a seal, the heat under there is going to drive the water and force it up through the screen, up into the top part. These IR burners are a little slower. If you have a flame, this will happen really quickly. One thing we do recommend is as it's heating, you put the top part in there so you don't have cold glass going into boiling water. These are hand blown, so they are fragile. As you can see down here, we are getting lower and lower as the top is filling up. We're gonna wait until this is completely full in the top here. Getting close down here in the bottom, and what you're gonna do is leave that flame on, and it's just gonna hold that water in the top, and you're gonna see it getting good and wood in there. You're gonna start your timer, you're gonna add the coffee in. When you do this, you're going to go ahead and kind of fold the coffee down into the water. You want it to be evenly saturated. You don't want any clumps, especially adding the coffee into the water. It's easy to get clumps, so you're gonna use that stir stick and get it there. As it's going, you'll notice that you can see it striating a little bit. That heat down here in the bottom is keeping that coffee up in the top. We start our timer. Our end goal here, it's a fairly quick, once you add the coffee, it's a quick brew method. We're going to be looking for, until our next step, we're looking for 1 minute and 15 seconds. At that point, we're going to turn off the heat and we're going to stir it, which we'll show you in just a minute. But it's that heat pressure in the bottom that is keeping the coffee up here in the top. Again, we are doing a 5-cup, so we're doing 50 grams of coffee to 575 grams of water. If you have a 3-cup, then you'll be doing less than that, but again, that's up on our site. See the particles moving around there, so that's the boiling water is causing agitation. We are getting right up to 1 minute and 15 seconds, at which point we're going to go ahead and stir 10 times and pull it off of the heat. Turn your heater off so you don't catch something on fire. And then it creates a reverse vacuum as it's off the heat, and we'll draw that coffee back across the filter down into the bottom globe as it starts to cool. See it slowly filling up there. It gets to a certain point of cool where it starts to pull a little bit quicker. What you're looking for in the end goal here is a dome on the top. In general, for total brew time, you're looking for somewhere around 2.5 minutes. You can see it's creating that nice dome. That's how you know you stirred it properly. It's getting a good proper extraction there. It's still pulling that coffee back down to the bottom. It starts boiling in the bottom again once it's finished. Be very careful. It is all very hot still. It was just boiling a second ago. You're gonna pull that top part out, and you've got yourself a Siphon brewed coffee. For this one, we use a Nicaragua from Finca Idealista from Gold Mountain Coffee Growers. We like this brew method because, especially for this coffee, it adds a lot of body, gives you a lot of but it gives you a lot of articulate notes in the coffee as well. So you get some of the body almost the way you do of a press because it is a full immersion brew, but you also get a lot of the delicacies that you do of a pour over. It also looks a whole lot of fun and it's great at a party or for voluntary self-isolation. Anyway, enjoy the coffee and thanks for watching.